So when it comes to success, not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to be a fan of you. And that is the case in point for the Washington Commanders. As over the first month of the season, we've had the best start of our season since 2008. And you would think people would be happy for us because we're a franchise that has been in a dumpster fire for the past 25 years. But it's been getting met with a lot of disrespect and hate. As I've been hearing nothing but Washington's trash, Washington's fluke, Washington isn't a real Form 1 team. They haven't played anybody. Well, I'm sick and tired of it because I'm about to dead that right now. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody. We're going to run and put our bodies on people in a violent manner.
I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, and shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's on.
You know what time it is. It's time to come out.
I love the way she move it, shake it on me.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about a lot of the outside media or fans of other teams or division rivals talking about how the Washington Commanders have not played anybody and they are the flukest 4-1 team ever. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. Want over to 8,000 subscribers, so we greatly appreciate if you can reach that goal as soon as possible. Don't forget to call into the Command Extra Post Game Show 240-303-2936 to leave your opinions from the game that we just finished watching on Sunday versus the Cleveland Browns. I do want to say that the phone line is closing by 8 p.m. tonight, so if you want to be featured in an upcoming video, get your calls in now. Alrighty, let's get straight to it. So over the first month of the season, as I said in the intro, Washington has been getting met with a lot of people that have been praising them, a lot of people that have been saying Washington's on the come up, Jaden Daniels has turned down and turn around this franchise, but it's also been getting met with a lot of, disbelief or people just not believing in us or people hating on us and trying to say we're trash and, oh, you didn't play a real defense, that the Cardinals aren't good, all this and all of that every single time I check social media. And for me, it just pisses me off because, one, not just because I'm a Washington Commanders fan, but one, because that shows me people don't watch football. They don't understand football. They don't know football. They just turn on the TV and watch highlights. That's one. And two, for a franchise that's been through so much, you would think fans would be happy for us, regardless of the team you represent. We've been through hell as a fan base. 25 years, 2 decades plus of this BS, and we're finally out the round, and we're getting hated on. Now I know what Kansas City feel like. Now I know what New England feel like. Like, it's like, why, dang, bro, why y'all wasn't hating on us when we were trash? Now all of a sudden we got some little success. Y'all want to hate, but that's what comes with it, though. That's what comes with it, and get prepared for it, okay, guys? Get prepared for this. This is just the start. Me making this video is just the start of the hate that we're going to get. The hate is only going to increase as we get more successful. I had fans on Twitter, someone posted a picture on Twitter of a group chat and hating on Jaden Daniels, saying he can't wait till he get injured. Like, come on, bruh. Like, what? Why? I don't care who the team is. I don't care if you're my worst rival. I don't wish injury on nobody, because that does me no favor, does me no help. And these guys are still human at the end of the day. Yeah, they're millionaires. They make millions of dollars to play a kid's game, but they still got to deal with that injury if it happens. So no, I don't wish an injury on nobody. But the main point of this video is I want to go down the first 4 games of our season. And I want to debt this narrative that Washington hasn't played anybody. Washington hasn't played a team with a good defense. You know, that's all I've heard. Week 1, we played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a very good Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, a team that's going to be competing for an NFC, in the NFC South, and obviously for a playoff berth, a team that is well coached, led by Baker Mayfield offensively, and their defense was pretty good with Todd Bowles. They're a good team, and they did what a good team should do week 1 versus a rookie quarterback. Might I add, we missed multiple field goals in that game that could have made the score look more closer. We had opportunities going into halftime to potentially flip the narrative and the feeling of that game. We just was a young team in week 1 that didn't know any better. Since then, Washington has beat the New York Giants. They have beat the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals and now the Cleveland Browns. Going back to that Giants game, Washington should have blown the Giants out. Let's keep it a buck. We were 7 for 7 in the red zone. All field goals. If you turn just 3 of those 7 trips to touchdowns, this is a blowout. It's not even close. So the narrative, oh, you barely beat the Giants. Oh, Giants fans saying we should be at the top of the division if we would beat y'all. But Graham Gano got hurt, so you got lucky. No, you got lucky because we had false starts and so many self-inflicted wounds down in the red zone. You got lucky. We went down 7 for 7, and that was the start of something special. Because then the week after that on Monday Night Football, the coming out party of Jaden Daniels. The Washington Commanders battled toe-to-toe with a very good Bengals offense. Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels going at it all night, and he outduels former Heisman Trophy winner and LSU Tiger and first overall pick Joe Burrow, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And that's when the narrative started to change on the Washington Commanders, okay? So you can't say that they're not playing anybody because the New York Giants, that's where we're going to take a pause to just attack those 2 games first, right? So the New York Giants, let's keep it a buck, okay? I know the Giants aren't the best team, but the Giants very well should have more than 2 wins this season, okay? They won yesterday versus the Seattle Seahawks. That's a Seahawks team that started off the season undefeated at 3-0, and they're on 2-game losing streak. They went into Seattle and won, okay? That's a Seattle offense that's booming, okay? That just went toe-to-toe with Detroit last week with as far as scoring-wise go. That's an offense that's capable of putting up points. They held them to 20 points, and they outdueled them. Then the week prior to that on Thursday Night Football, they should have beat the Dallas Cowboys. This is why I say a lot of people don't watch the games because they just look at the box score and say, oh, they won. No, the Giants should have won that game. If the Daniel Jones was any lick of talented in that game, right, they'd win. They had an opportunity to walk the Cowboys off with a minute left. Daniel Jones missed Dirty Slayton down the sideline. They had opportunities galore to win that game. So that's another one that was positive. That was a winnable game. All their games have been winnable besides week 1. They could have even beaten us 21-18, although I don't think that would happen if we would have turned our 7 conversions, at least 3 of them into touchdowns. They had an opportunity to beat us 21-18. So all their games have been close thus far, and the Giants have one of the best defensive fronts in the league led by Dexter Lawrence, so they're not completely trash. And then you go to Cincinnati, right? Obviously the Bengals are 1-4, but they are, in my opinion, one of the most deceiving 1-4 teams in NFL history because they go toe-to-toe with everybody. They should have beat a lot of these teams that they've played. Obviously, you know, you have the game versus Cincinnati versus the Patriots. They lost week 1. Okay, obviously they start off the season slow every year. Then you have the game versus the Chiefs. They lost 25-26. Should have won, but they self-inflicted wound, pass interference call at the end of the game gave the Chiefs life and allowed them to get walked off. Joe Burrow played excellent in that game. Obviously versus the Washington Commanders, our offense just outdueled them in Cincinnati, might I add, and they beat the Bengals on the road. Okay, Joe Burrow still played lights out, still one of the best quarterbacks in football, right? These people try to say we don't play nobody. We're just good. Like that's the truth of the matter that people don't want to accept is that Washington is actually good, okay? And then they play Carolina, they beat Carolina, and then yesterday they go toe-to-toe with the Baltimore Ravens 41-38, had an opportunity to win in overtime, but Alec McPherson yanks it left. Is that on Joe Burrow? No, who had like 5 touchdowns today. Is that on the defense who they gave up 41 points, but they came up when they needed to most. Forcing Lamar Jackson, it was a bad snap and then picking it up. The Bengals set up in plus territory. All they needed was like 5 more yards. Alec McPherson yanks it left. Bengals don't suck. They're 1-4, but I guarantee you their season's gonna get turned over at some point. They got a nice stretch coming up here with the Giants, the Browns, Philly, and the Raiders. They're gonna turn their season around. That team is not 1-4. They're a good team. we're just a good team, okay? And then you go to week 4 versus Arizona. Okay, shout out to my man Mythic AZ, diehard Cardinals fan. He gave us our props yesterday. I told him because I know the Cardinals don't suck. They went toe to toe with Buffalo in week 1. They should have beat the Lions in week 2. They destroyed the Rams in week 3, and we destroyed them in week 4. All right, this is my man Mythic AZ from a Cardinals fan and a YouTuber. He says, I said, so happy y'all won because people saying we ain't play nobody like the Bengals or the Cardinals, like the Bengals or Cardinals are trash. He said, nah, y'all are legit for sure. Cardinals haven't played anybody. The Cardinals have played everybody close but you guys. Detroit close, Buffalo close, and beat San Francisco yesterday. And they played and they destroyed the Rams. Bengals offense is tough. The Cardinals do not suck. They very well could be undefeated right now or suffered one loss. They just beat the team that is one of the best teams in the NFC, quote unquote, the San Francisco 49ers on the road in San Francisco. But right, Washington hasn't played nobody. No, Washington is just good and they make everybody look bad. That's why I sitting here at 4-1, and I say we're the best team in the NFC because I have receipts to back that up. Receipts to back that up. Juan, you're tripping. Juan, you need to chill. It's only week 5. No. Look at the conference. Look around the conference. We're the best team in the conference. Obviously, I understand what Minnesota's doing. And I'm not trying to discredit what Minnesota has done. But who has the more potential? Who has the more sustainable winning? We do. Sam Darnold didn't look the best. He did enough because that defense is just outstanding in Minnesota, and I'm not neglecting that. But Sam Darnold is gonna Sam Darnold at some point. I'm fully expecting it, and if that's losing 1 or 2 games, so be it. But if you look at talent-wise, coaching-wise, and quarterback play, we have the best in the NFC. Honestly. And I'm saying that through the first 4 weeks of the season. It's Washington, Detroit, Minnesota. Or Washington, Minnesota, Detroit. And if you want to put Minnesota or Detroit above us, fine, go ahead. I'm not gonna argue with you because that's a legit argument. You could say because Buffalo, or you could say because Detroit came off an NFC Championship appearance last year and they're really good this year. You can say that, or you can say Minnesota's is an undefeated team and their defense is really good. You can put them over us if you want, but me personally, I'm taking my boys. 4-1, riding high. I just read you all 4 of our team victory schedules. And they're still going to find a way to say we're not good. We didn't play nobody. Cleveland Browns came into this game, one of the best defenses in the NFL. Started off the game hot on defense. Right? They held a team like Jacksonville to 18 points. I want to say they held the Giants to 21 points. They held, let me look up their schedule real quick. I know they played, let's see. They played the Raiders. Held the Raiders to 20 points. And then they had the Cowboys, who they got 33 points put up on them, but it was because of punt returns, interception, setting up in good field position. It wasn't pure their offense. So the Browns defense came in at one of the best, and they started off the game hot, shutting us down. Pick on the first 2 drives, 3 and out. Like, they started off good, but we settled in, and we put 34 on their head. It should have been 50. No jazz. Terry McLaurin dropped the touchdown. Jaden Daniels threw a pick early on in the game. Right? Luke McCaffrey was open for like 3 touchdowns yesterday. Zach Ertz down the middle of the seam, wide open. Should have been 50 points put on the Browns' head. And this is one of the best defenses in the league. Jim Schwartz thrives eating off of young rookie quarterbacks. Come on, man. Give us our flowers. Give us our props. We're just that good. So go ahead, flush the narrative that we didn't play nobody because we did. We just make them look trash because we're that good. And I cannot wait for week 5 matchup versus the Baltimore Ravens because when we go into the bank and whether we have a really close game with them or win, I can't wait to hear the national media now because what else are they going to have to say, especially if we go on a road and win. They bet not let us win. I hope we win. But I'm saying they bet not let us win for the sake of trash talking and dragging I'm about to do. Because what can they say at that point? After we beat a team like Baltimore in Baltimore. Man, I'm fired up for Sunday. Can it be Sunday already? But yeah, man, it's me, boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, and subscribe, help to watch the Commanders. Take this time to use my promo code Juan Gotti on SeatGeek to get $20 off your first purchase, so you can go to any upcoming sporting event or live event. Y'all have a blessed, stay safe, be easy. Like, comment, and subscribe, help to watch the Commanders. See y'all later. Peace.